Hey guys, thanks for joining. We are back for our video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful hump day. Let's get into our Thursday. What's my hump day? Thank you guys for it is hump day. Child living in fast forward. That's how damn tired I am. I don't even know what day it is no more. Shout out to you guys. Happy hump day to you all. Let's get into the video. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, let's jump on in. Hello to everyone. Okay. Hello to everyone. Let's jump in. This is a quick pop in. Let's get into this Pinky Cole news, you guys. Pinky Cole from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get into it. All right. She got some bad news, y'all. Oh, Lord, Pinky. I don't know why she don't just let her husband bail her out. He keeps saying, look, I'm going to give you $5 million so you get out of this shit. It's like, girl, at some point in time, and I ain't saying you don't need to be strong and you don't need to fight for yourself and be independent. But baby, when you have, all this stuff going on, I don't know, Pinky. So it said the court documents show that Pinky Cole is to surrender her Georgia mansion. The bankruptcy filing assigned zero liquidation value to several business interests, including Slutty Vegan franchise. So again, her husband said it on the show. She is $5 million in the hole. He's willing to give her the $5 million to put her out, get her out of the hole, but she is just so hell bent on trying to figure this out on her own. And now they're saying you may have to put your home up. Girl, you don't got time for that now. Let's get into it.
Welcome, BravoTV.com. I didn't know you was coming here. Did you bring me something? How are you? Take your shoes off in my house now, Bravo. Okay, you got manners. So let me show you my house that people actually really live in, because I got a lot of kids. This is my living room. This is where all the magic happens. I'm like an old grandma. Don't sit on my couch unless I let you sit on my couch. And yes, there's plastic on the couch. You just don't see it. Okay. These couches are beautifully designed. And we wanted this to be a place when you walk through the front door, it's like, oh, damn, they got a nice house. Okay. So come on. I'm going to take you to my bedroom. I love our bed. Welcome.
So y'all see, it's a beautiful, luxurious home. All right. So according to what it's saying here, it said new bankruptcy court filings are providing a closer look at Pinky Cole's financial restructuring efforts. It says that according to documents filed in the United States Bankruptcy Court for the Northern District of Georgia, the Slutty Vegan founder, whose legal name is Aisha Cole, we call her Pinky, has proposed a Chapter 11 reorganization plan that includes surrendering multiple properties to creditors. One of the properties listed in the filing is Pinky's McDonough, Georgia mansion on Montrose Drive. Court records show that the property was valued at approximately $1.18 million, while the outstanding mortgage balance was listed at more than $1.48 million. Damn. The proposed plan states that Cole intends to surrender the property to Carrington Mortgage Services in satisfaction of the lender secured claim. It said that the liquidation analysis attached to the filing also lists several additional Georgia properties. According to the documents, properties located on Montrose Drive and Browns Mill carried no liquidation value because of the debt attached to the properties exceeded their estimated value. She's in a lot of debt, Pinky. Girl, what are you doing? The filing also includes several business entities connected to Cole, including Pinky Cole Enterprise, Pinky Cole Group, Slutty Vegan Franchise Incorporated, and other affiliated companies. In the liquidation analysis, said that those ownership interests were assigned a liquidation value of zero. The court documents do not state that the Slutty Vegan brand itself is worth zero. Rather, the filing reflects on estimated value available from the business interests in the liquidation scenario as part of the bankruptcy process. Now, Cole's Chapter 11 case remains ongoing as the court considers the proposed reorganization plan. So it looks like she's going to have to give up some properties in order to make good on this bankruptcy. Child. So United States Bankruptcy Court, Northern District of Georgia, Atlanta Division, case number 25-51907-BEM, Chapter 11 against Aisha Cole, which is the debtor. Disclosure statement for the plan of reorganization proposed by debtor Aisha Cole. It's just saying here that she's going to be giving up properties in order to satisfy the debt, is what it's saying. Okay, you guys can go and read that at your leisure. This is a lot, girl. And now you just opened up, I think she's getting ready to open up 2 other locations. Like, you got to make money you got to spend money to make money. So my question is, with you opening 2 other locations, one in DC and one in Atlanta for Slutty Vegan, is that going to put you further in the hole, Pinky? Because you just had 2 places that were closed down that you did get. One of them reopened, one is still closed down. It's just like a lot going on with her. Now when you're having to give up properties in order to make good on other things while you're still opening other businesses, it's given that you keep overexerting yourself. I don't know who is your financial planner, who is advising you, your financial advisor. Girl, you need to sit down with an accountant and see what is really going on with your finances and what can go where, because it's sounding like you are putting out more than you're bringing in, is what it sounds like, right? That ain't good. But let's move on, honey. A hot ass mess, and embarrassing. All right, Faizon Love, aka y'all remember him from Friday as Big Worm. Okay, Big Worm has been arrested. That's his mug shot there. Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office has him in custody, arrested for contempt of court. I can see that, y'all. That is Big Worm, girl. Now, Faizon Love, it says here, shout out to TMZ on this, has been arrested on 2 contempt of court charges, according to TMZ. I hate their pop-ups. Oh my God. Now, according to booking records, it said that the veteran actor has or was arrested Tuesday in Hillsborough County, Florida, and booked into Tampa jail. Faizon posed for a mugshot, which we obtained, and it's stone face and is giving the camera a depth stare. Oh my God, he's gotten bigger. His booking on contempt of court appears to be connected to a paternity case in which he's involved. Y'all know he was acting up at a hotel most recently where he tore up the lobby, you guys, and pushed computers and stuff down and was acting very belligerent, and they filed charges against him. He was arrested for that most recently. So now he's in there for some type of paternity case, it sounds like. They said this is not the first time Faizon has been arrested. As I just said, remember back in 2017, Faizon was arrested for allegedly attacking a valet at a Columbus, Ohio airport. Surveillance video showed Faizon brutally wailing on a valet and beating, he says, hold on, a beating that he says he doled out after the valet spit on him. Now I get that. If somebody spit on you, yeah, it's all bets are off. Faizon received a suspended sentence of 180 days for that incident. All right, they reached out, of course, no sign of any rebuttal on that. So Faizon has been arrested as of yesterday. Moving right along, child. First, what's the name? What's the name, child? Mystical. First Mystical, now Faizon, child. Everybody getting arrested. All right, so let's get into this next video that was sent to me. I'm really tired of talking about the Metcalfs. I'm really tired. Okay, but Lord have mercy. Every time I get something new in my lap, I definitely have to talk about it. So let's get into it. Every time this fool do a video, it's different. Okay, we're gonna take a look at it in terms of his account. My thing is, how can you give an account and or interview for something that you weren't there for? Everything that you are saying is hearsay. You said that my son told me. Well, your son has lied in several interviews, 2 of which I know of that I saw. His story has changed at least twice. So why wouldn't he lie to you? Right? So let's get into Jeff Metcalf, which is the father of Austin Metcalf, who is no longer here because he bullied Karmelo Anthony, who ultimately stopped him in the chest. Let's get into it.
Everything happened so quickly. I mean, is that what he kind of told you what happened? That, I mean, did you know Austin to have any enemies? Did Austin know this person?
No, they have no contact with this person ever before. I can tell you what happened. I know firsthand. I wasn't there, but I talked to my son, and everything. I know exactly how it all transpired. It was multi-Frisco High School track meet. Many high schools were there. It started to rain, and they have their own little tent for memorial, and they were sitting there, and someone was behind them mouthing off, and he turned around and said, "Who are you?" And he said, "I'm Mello." He said, "Well, you don't belong here. You don't go to memorial." He had a Centennial tracksuit on. And he said, "You need to leave. This ain't your spot." And some words were discussed. I'm not going to say on camera but he asked him to leave and basically said, "Make me." And then he wound up stabbing him in the heart and killing him.
How you just skip over after Karmelo said, make me, after your son yelled down to him and told him he could not sit somewhere where he did not have the damn authority to tell him where he could sit. You see how he skipped over that? He says, Karmelo said, make me, and then Karmelo stopped him in the heart. Yeah, I don't think it went that way, right? What happened to the scuffle that happened where your son went down 5 bleachers and got in Karmelo's face with your other son, Hunter, and the rest of his compadres that was with him, and attacked him and beat him and put hands on him and was choking him and grabbing his hoodie? Like, you skipped all over that. I didn't hear that. Mr. I wasn't there, but I can tell you what happened. That's called hearsay. You can't even testify in court. You can't even testify in court to your account of what happened because you don't have an account. You weren't there. Right? You skipped all over that. Your son yelled down to him. So your son started it. He spotted somebody who he didn't feel should have been sitting under their tent. Your son, according to you, when you weren't there, your son yelled down to Karmelo, telling him where he couldn't sit. Okay. And then he tells him he needs to move. And then Karmelo says, make me. That's an argument. You know, banter back and forth between the two of them. It's an argument. That's not a crime. You tell me to do something, I tell you I'm not doing it, make me. That's not a crime. But when your son got out of his seat and went down 5 bleachers and attacked Karmelo, then that's where the crime occurred. And I'm not understanding why people are not understanding that you cannot put your hands on a person and that this is definitely self-defense. And I'm tired of the interviews from Metcalf and the rest of his family where they're getting up here making it seem like Karmelo just jumped up and attacked this boy because he told him to move. No. Your son, Austin Metcalf, put his hands on him first, approached him first, said something to him first. All the first started with your son. You can sit up here and look sad all you want. And I'm not saying that I don't have any type of sympathy for the fact that your son is not here anymore, but teach your son, I'm going to keep saying it, to keep his motherfucking hands to himself. Had he not got out of his seat, had he not approached Karmelo, he would be here today. Okay? How do you know he didn't know him? Because there are rumors that your son bullied him before. You want to acknowledge that. You don't want to say that because you don't want to look like this has been an ongoing issue and that your son was just attacked out of the blue and that's not what happened. But let's continue because we're not going to let you get away with this lie.
Over someone sitting in the wrong spot had to track me. Now, I don't blame his parents. I don't blame him. But they all will suffer too. I feel for their family because now their son will probably wind up in prison and learn that he killed someone. And he devastated and took my son that I can never get back. It's unfortunate for everyone involved. And I just hope it doesn't happen to anyone else. This world, you know, there need to be changes. And it starts at home. So I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just happen to say that try to be kind in this world. And if you can't be kind, find someone who is.
That's something you should have taught Austin. Be kind. Was he being kind when he yelled down there and was trying to bully him and flex his authority and push his weight around to tell somebody where the fuck they can sit? Like, who is he? Did he own the tent? Did he help put the tent up? Like, who is he? Just because somebody was sitting under your tent and they're not a part of your team, that had nothing to do with you. White people, mind your business. Everyone, not just white people. Because we're not to make this a racial thing. This is not a racial platform. But everyone, mind your business. If it don't pertain to you, mind your business. There's so many nosy people who are not here anymore. Seriously. Nosy people. Karens. Your son was being a fucking Karen, a male Karen in that moment. And it cost him his life. Right? Was there a lesson learned there? You're bitter because you're not a great father, Jeff Metcalf. You're not a great father. You did not teach your children the way of the world, how to act when they're in public. You go and sit down and shut your ass up. If somebody's sitting in an inappropriate seat, then you go to the coach. That's who can tell him to move, right? Yeah, you're trying to show off and flex. You should have went to the coach and said, I don't know who this person is that's sitting in our area. That still wouldn't have been your business, but if it bothers you so deep, you should have said, you know what? This person's sitting in our seat and I don't think they should be there. Yeah, he's not causing any problems, but I'm just being an asshole today. If you could, so kindly say something to them and ask them to move. If it bothers you so bad, right? Yeah. Give me a second, y'all. I have to take this. Okay. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I usually don't like to take calls in the middle of my videos, but I had to take that call. It was very important. All right, so back to what I was saying about Jeff Metcalf. You got to teach your kids, and that's any parent that has a child out there. Teach your kids what to do and what not to do. This whole situation could have been avoided. Nobody would have had to be in prison. No one would have had to be unalive had everyone minded their business. I don't think Karmelo was bothering anyone by sitting in under that tent. It was raining that day. He was just seeking shelter from the rain. He wasn't bothering anybody. He wasn't harassing anyone. He wasn't bullying anyone. The bullying absolutely came from your son. But Jeff Metcalf, stop skipping over the fact that your son tried to tell someone, okay, who is also a child, to move from somewhere that he did not have the authority to do so. And once you realize that, okay, once you realize that your son was in the wrong, he started and initiated something that did not have to happen that day, then you'll be a better person. Teach your other surviving son not to act in that way as well. Since we just found out today that it took 5 police officers to restrain him, okay, on that same day. But let's move along. While we're talking about that, I did find another video in conjunction to that I did want to play. People love to skip over stuff. No, I'm going to rewind and we're going to touch on that. All right, we're not going to skip over. We're going to talk about it because he loves to skip over that part. Yeah, my son told him to move and then he stabbed him. No, it didn't happen like that. There was like 5 different things that happened between him telling him to move and him getting stabbed. We're really not going to do that. Not over here. All right, but let's continue on. Shout out to Dr. Shola. All right, Dr. Shola speaks. I want to look at this video because this is something that caught my attention earlier today while I was scrolling. All right, so it says, why was Metcalf's push not enough to establish Karmelo self-defense? Let's take a look at this, okay? Shout out to Public Opinion Court because she actually was there outside the courtroom when the verdict and all that was read. She was very upset. I saw a few videos where she vocalized how she felt about, all the happenings that went on that day. Let's get into it. All right, Dr. Shola speaks. Let's go.
I think your original question was about why wasn't that testimony about him being pushed like a linebacker enough? And I think there has been a lot of confusion in the media, especially about what the law says self-defense is versus what we think self-defense may be. So in an assault case, just a class A misdemeanor assault, someone pushes you, you beat the bricks out of them, not guilty. The issue with this Karmelo Anthony case was that there was deadly force used in response to the push. And so when you're having deadly force used in response to a push, you have to somehow explain why it was justified. During that trial, I think that was missing the entire time. What was the imminent threat of death, serious bodily injury? What was it about that push that made you feel like your life was over? And if you didn't intervene, you were going to die. That never was discussed. In my opinion, there was no witness to support the imminent use of deadly force. And so, yes, to us, we're saying, okay, he defended himself. That may be true. But what the law says is if you're using deadly force in response to non-deadly force, you're going to have to explain how you perceive that push to be deadly force.
Let's talk about that push. Now, we talked about the Metcalf twins each are at least 200 pounds, 6'1", 200 pounds. All right, it could be seen as a deadly push because of the force that's coming from the person that's pushing the other person who is much smaller than them. We told you guys Karmelo is 5'7", 5'8", barely 165. Okay, so they're 200 pounds against 165 height, and factor all of that in. We know it wasn't a push like that, like get from under our tent. We know it had to be an aggressive push because of how, first of all, the argument occurred. All right, these are football players, mind you. They are trained to use force within their body movements, within their push. I know my son played football, so I know. When they push, their push is going to be more aggressive, right? Especially when you're already upset, especially when you're trying to prove a point to someone, you're trying to flex in front of everybody. You want everybody to see you this strong individual who's trying to handle or bully someone, all right? It wasn't one of those get from under our tents. We already know that, right? I feel like because of the nature of and the buildup in terms of the argument, once he got out of his seat, it was already understood he was going to make Karmelo do something. So in order to make him get out of his seat, it can't be like a soft tug or a soft pull or a soft push, correct? When Karmelo said, make me, Austin already had in his mind, all right, number one, I got to use force. Number two, I got to get him out of this seat and show people I'm not no punk if I'm going to make him do something. Meaning make him move out of his seat. It had to be an aggressive push. So let's already keep in mind that I told you guys yesterday, Karmelo was already injured from a previous game that he played in, which required surgery. So he wasn't in any position to be protecting himself, so to speak, by a 200. Let's put 400 pounds on that because both of the Metcalf twins are 400 pounds apiece. Well, together. Okay, with a combined weight of 400 pounds by both of them being very heavy set boys up against this one person who they decided to try to make move on that particular day. Now, if he's already injured, he's already not capable of defending himself. Really, he was trying to get away. If you guys have heard about people who have seen this video, different account and witnesses that have come forward to say that they witnessed this engagement between the Metcalf twins and Karmelo, he was trying to get away from them because he wasn't in a position to fight. He was injured. He could not take kicks. He could not take punches, aggressive push or pushes. He couldn't take that because he was already injured. So once he got away, he broke out running because his intention was not to fight. Right? A person who is aggressive is punching back. Is it not? If we're having an altercation and you're coming at me and I'm hitting back, that means I'm being aggressive. If I'm trying to get away from you, I'm no longer the aggressor. I am the victim because you're still coming at me. It's no different than saying in a case of stand your ground. If a person is running away from you, let's take the other case in South Carolina where the young boy was running away from the store when the clerk was trying to say he stole something from him. He is no longer a threat because he's running away. So for you to pow him in the back shows that he was not a threat because of where the pow landed, correct? We have to look at facts. And in this case with Karmelo, he was not a threat. He was not bothering him. He was not trying to have an argument with him. He was not trying to fight him. Austin Metcalf got out of his seat and approached, which gave Karmelo every right to defend himself. Okay? Yeah. Let's keep going.
And we all know hands can be used deadly. I've seen it in some of my cases. Feet can be used deadly. I've seen it in some of my cases. Yes. But we never heard that link. And so,
and that is a very valid point, especially for the jury and members of the public, because in the absence of witnesses establishing what that environment or that moment must have been like, then it would have been Karmelo's testimony that would have helped to establish that, but that was missing. But you're right, that the defense did not establish this fact in a way that we can say all of the facts were presented.
I'm not sure that the prosecution expected this because they did have one of the witnesses said it wasn't just a push. It was, he lifted him up in like a linebacker drill type, like when you see a linebacker, hit the dummies. And so, that's what he said.
Karmelo Anthony was sitting down. Nobody said that he had stood up and really until after the stabbing. So all the witnesses agreed that he was sitting down. All the witnesses agreed that Austin Metcalf was standing up, probably on the row beneath him. Austin Metcalf being a bigger guy, still probably over him. But the first two witnesses characterized the push as kind of on the aggressive side.
Thank you for watching.
Why was this not talked about in the case? That's my question. This was absolutely self-defense. You just heard them say Austin Metcalf grabbed Karmelo and literally lifted him from his seat, picked him up. Mind you, he's 200 pounds, picked him up aggressively. So are we not to think that by him picking him up aggressively out of his seat the entire time Karmelo is sitting down, because that's unheard of. If you walk up on me, I'm standing up because I don't know what your intentions are, right? Usually if somebody is aggressive and they're yelling at you and they get up from their seat and walk towards you, it's probably a good time to stand up. But Karmelo was still sitting down, which shows he was not a threat. The person who was a threat was Austin Metcalf. He put his hands on him first. He picked him up out of his seat. You removed him from his seat, technically. So for Karmelo to grab his bag and then for Austin to say to him, you don't have anything in that bag. You better stop underestimating people. He underestimated Karmelo that day. Karmelo reached into his bag because he reached and grabbed him and picked him up aggressively. That means you had intentions to hurt him. So he did the only thing he knew to do. And I know a lot of people say, oh, Austin didn't have a weapon. His hands can be seen as a weapon. How many people have beat people to unalive them? There have been cases of that. Hello. You can unalive somebody with your hands. That can be seen as a deadly weapon. These boys are trained, right? As football players, as athletes, they are trained to be aggressive and use force. He could have hit Karmelo in a way or slammed him in a way to knock the wind out of him, and he could have been unalive. Right? Y'all, sound off. Again, the appeal has been filed, and we got to wait until that goes through. And then, of course, all other pieces of information and everything else with this case, we'll have to see how it works out. I'm praying that self-defense definitely is looked into this second time around. Karmelo is released because I'm so tired of the interview. I feel like Jeff Metcalf and his family and everybody else feels like the more interviews that we do to kind of instill in people's minds that Karmelo stabbed my son. You know, he told him to get out of the tent, and then he came down and just, you know, my son got stabbed after that. Like, they're leaving out a lot of important details as related to that. I'm happy that we're actually hearing how it happened, right? But yeah, we'll spin the block on that. Let's get into this T.S. Madison interview that she did with Jason Lee. Okay. So T.S. Madison confirmed the celebrity DMs are real. She's saying that a lot of straight celebrity men are hopping into DMs and also sleeping with T.S. Madison, child. I said, oh, if you're sleeping with people for gifts and money, that is called prostitution. We got to call it what it is, right? She confirmed the rappers are spending the money. All right. So sending rappers, straight rappers out here, just thugged out in videos like this right here, are hopping in T.S. Madison's DMs and spending money and treating and doing some treating and eating. Let's say that. Okay. Said that what she won't confirm is who these people are. And I don't know if I believe this, but then again, who knows? There's a lot of down low rappers and people out here in the industry that are doing things out of the ordinary. Let's get into this interview. Shout out to Jason Lee and shout out to BET.
Have any celebrity men slid in your DMs?
It slid in me.
Slid in your DMs?
In me, yes.
Ooh,
celebrity men?
Of course. I ain't never gonna say.
Wait, celebrities that we know?
I mean,
any rappers?
I'm not new to this. I'm true to this.
Any rappers?
I mean,
but is this when you were they paying or was they?
Oh, they gonna always pay even now.
Like paying, like giving you money for sex or taking you shopping and buying?
They're gonna always do that.
All of the above?
They're gonna always do that. Always. Listen, one of my mortgages is $10,000. One of them.
So celebrity men, you've had the relationships with them?
Not relationship. I don't relationship with nobody. I'd rather relationship with a regular nigga because I know it. And girls that get their hopes up over celebrity, they're like, girl, he's a celebrity. Are you fucking crazy? He has access to all kind of. He has access to all he needs. Are you fucking crazy? You over here crying about that? Gather your things, niece. Let me tell you the signs of a DL man. A man. That's it. That's all. Because ain't no if he drive this or if he wipes this or if he eats this or if it's a man. A man has the capability to doing whatever the he want to do when his is hard. That's just that. Ain't no telltale signs. Ain't no this. Ain't no like nobody's going to be able to whisper to you about what a man does except the fucking man that's doing the goddamn shit. And if your spidey senses ain't twiggling in your stomach to tell you, you don't need no punk to tell you what your motherfucking man is doing. Because can't no punk tell you what your inner inside is telling you. Nothing.
Wow. I don't know if I completely agree with that. Okay. that just any man would be considered as down low. I don't agree with that. All right. My husband is definitely a man. He damn sure ain't down low. He don't even get down like that. Okay. Yeah, I cannot say that every man that's a man is considered down low. That's some bullshit. Okay. This is 2026. It's amazing to me how people are still out here just tricking. That's called tricking, child. If you got a mortgage, it's $10,000 and you got to do all these strange things for change in order to sleep with people to pay your $10,000 mortgage, you might want to get a cheaper mortgage. So you ain't got to be out here prostituting yourself out for mortgage payments. All right, that's nasty. That's a whole lot of things. All right, that's degrading. You got to degrade yourself and be out here messing around with probably married men too, because some of these people do not give a hot damn who they lay with in order to pay bills. And it's sad that straight men are out here sleeping with, trying to be. I don't want to misgender nobody. He goes by she, so I got to say she. I don't want to be misgendering nobody, and then that'd be another issue. But T.S. Madison goes by she. We all know that it is a man turned woman, but we're not going to misgender. We'll say she is out here sleeping with people, prostituting herself for mortgage payments and gifts and other things. It's unbecoming. It's nasty as fuck, and it's not safe. So definitely be safe out here. Rappers, we all know that it's been said that a lot of straight rappers are messing with DL men and messing with transgender. All right. We found that out about a few people. I don't want to say names. But there's been several rappers. There was a transgender person who was said they were with LL Cool J. Okay, and some more people. I ain't saying LL Cool J did it, but these people are doing videos and putting names out there of people who they were with for money. Okay, and am I surprised? Hell no, I'm not surprised about the shit. It is Hollywood. You would be surprised. Some of your favorite. I mean, shit. They talked about Eddie Murphy. Okay, they talked about what's the singer who sang "Turn Off the Lights, Child, Light a Candle." Obviously, you should have kept the motherfucking lights on. You wouldn't have been in a wheelchair. All right. Said that they was in a whole car with a transgender person and was speeding around a curve and hit a damn tree or something like that, and their ass wound up being paralyzed behind that. So it's not, this shit been going on since before time, right? Not booty too. Y'all are crazy. I'm not even reading comments. Mary White, I'm not looking at your comment because I cannot. Okay. But this shit been going on since forever, and it's hella gross, right? It's gross. But let's move along. There's a new show alert. We got a new show alert. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it. It might be too much for my ratchet child. I told y'all my ratchet meter only goes anything past that. I don't know. I don't know. But let's go ahead and share. Nevertheless, Tia Kemp will be on it, so you know it's going to be crazy. All right, y'all know how Tia Kemp's mouth is, but let's go ahead and get into the things. Tia Kemp, Alexis Sky, Chaotic from Love and Hip Hop, and more take over Miami in a new trend TV series called Coming Up Miami. Let's go ahead and play the clip for that, and you guys can decide if you want to. And I'm gonna have to probably do an overlay over a few pieces of this because child is very wretched. Let's get into it. Shout out to No Chaser.
We moving to Miami finally.
I'm moving back to Miami.
Whoa.
What's your real reason to move out here to Miami?
You gonna take me around and show me Miami?
He's interested in buying a home.
Every woman sells pussy one way or the other.
But you sell pussy?
No, I don't sell pussy. I sell companionship.
If you're gonna fuck somebody, if they do something for you, it's prostitution.
Welcome to paradise. I heard y'all are the biggest bosses that's coming up in Miami. You know I'm Jamaican. So you ain't got to know.
Most likely to have your big or receive big golden.
I done pissed on somebody. I used to dress her every day.
There's no party like a Jamaican party.
Everything comes with even numbers.
Who looks like they can suck the best dick?
You gotta stop rubbing everybody's feet.
You like feet, right?
Like, they took advantage of me. See, one lady talking about she love the man now. And then, oh, you lady just love some dick.
Give me a 25. Let's go. 25. I ain't playing with these hoes. 10. I ain't playing with these hoes.
You guys are doing push-ups, and y'all talking about fuck these hoes at 40-something years old. Grow the fuck up.
My grandma used to tell me, when they put their hands on you one time, they're always fucking going to do it, and it's true.
Listen to me, dog. How long we gonna be thugging out? How long we gonna still be outside on bullshit?
Yeah, what the fuck did I sign myself up for?
Lying. He said you told me you want to eat his ass. Lying.
The only nigga ass I'm eating is my nigga. You ain't my nigga.
Let me take a little sip of water because it got real.
For you to call me a scammer, it's on Google. You're washing scammers' money through them properties that you buying.
No, you shut the fuck up. I'm gonna talk.
No. I've never been to fine dining, and we have a bunch of fucking ladies acting like fucking children.
So it's like you want to be my friend while you was fucking my baby daddy.
So what you have to offer me if I was to lay down and fuck
You want a lot of niggas that, and it's okay.
talking like that? You not fucking know me.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Welcome to Jamaica, bitch. You get it for $5 like you go home, because you're not the only one, and you're not the only one. Okay.
Yes, I messed with your baby daddy.
Who wouldn't want to fuck him? Okay? He's good looking, got everything going on for him. Best believe I'm gonna ride that dick. Either you get with the program or get lost. One of the two.
How my pussy taste, bitch? You're so obsessed with my baby father. Nobody's obsessed with anything.
Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this meal. We are so grateful for your love and your blessing.
Don't play over my damn food while she's praying, man.
No, you eating the food.
Don't play over my food. I don't
Bitch,
play
I eat your
about
food.
my
I'm
meal.
telling you, stop eating the food and
Your
she's
big ass
praying.
nigga almost
Yo,
went
you
in my
small ass,
mouth.
musty bitch.
Not
Stop
in the
eating
middle
the
of a
food.
prayer.
Go ahead.
Please,
In the
Lord,
middle of a
that
prayer, though.
those who are less unfortunate may have some, because we are in Jamaica, and I know there's so many that
Yeah, them
would
motherfuckers
enjoy this
starved.
meal.
I was like,
Lord, we're gonna need you tonight.
Take the wheel, bitch.
Here's to me moving to Miami finally.
I'm moving back to Miami.
There's so many things wrong with this show. Who just breaks out cussing people out in the middle of a prayer? Like, that's beyond ratchet. Okay. Somebody bragging about, yes, I'm sleeping with your baby daddy because he's fine, and another person saying that they giving B jobs for $5. Like, I'm gonna be watching this. Tia Kemp, why are you on this show? No. Okay. Coming up Miami, I will not be watching. Thank you, No Chaser. That's worse than baddies, is it not? Baby, I was clutching mine too. I clutched and I broke my damn pearls off. Southern Girl Lee, I clutched my pearls and broke them off, child. I ain't got no more pearls on no more. Jesus. Y'all will not be watching this. Who is approving these shows? This is beyond ratchet. This is, I never thought there would be a show worse than baddies, but this is it. Yeah, this is worse than baddies. I will not be. Please do not hop in my DMs and in my comments asking me to review this show, because I shall not. Okay, I will not. We will not on this channel. Okay, moving right along. Jesus. All right. Jaidyn Alexis has responded to Chrisean Rock. All right, let's get to this last piece of ratchetness, and then we're out of here. My God. Oh Lord. Let me stretch my hand. All right. Yes, God. All right. Jaidyn Alexis says that she is not pregnant. Y'all know Chrisean Rock went live. Child said, Jaidyn Alexis is pregnant, and somebody else was pregnant. She was saying, child. Jaidyn said, baby, I was just laying in the bed with Blue. I'm not pregnant. Okay. And claps back at Chrisean and calls her out. Okay. Let's get into this piece of news, child. I hope y'all can use.
Some crazy motherfuckers still do that.
Right. I could name a few.
Shout out to Circus Blues too. Chrisean fully pregnant and drinking. Lord God.
Not to take a shot.
I don't know why weird crackhead people think that they need to go on the internet and talk about me when they need to figure out the definition of physical therapy and Fisher-Price. Sorry. Let's just leave it at that. Thank you, and come again.
Why do they keep asking if you're pregnant?
So thank you. Okay.
I don't want to laugh. She said, find the difference between therapy and Fisher Price, where Chrisean went out and bought some kind of toy and was standing Junior up in it and was saying that he's in therapy. Like, yeah.
I'm not pregnant. Let's just clarify. I'm not pregnant. I don't know why. I don't know why weird crackhead people think that they need to go on the internet and talk about me when they need to figure out the definition of physical therapy and Fisher Price. Sorry.
Y'all get on my nerves, bro. So, me and my son be at it day in, day out, doing what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We does this. We do this for real.
We does this?
Like, I love him. He's learning. He's cooperating. Y'all get on my nerves, bro. So
we're seeing the difference between real therapy and what Jaidyn calls Fisher Price. And I'm not picking at all, I promise. I'm just narrating the video, okay?
Me and my son be at it day in, day out, doing what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We does this. We
absolutely does this, according to what she said, all right?
Do this for real. Like, I love him. He's learning. He's cooperating.
This is the therapy Junior needs over here. On the right side is what is the therapy he needs, all right? This is absolutely what he needs. Not a child swing, not a Fisher Price child swing where you're giving him kisses and you holding on to his legs. I think you've been watching videos of what the people actually do in therapy, Chrisean, but you actually need to spend some of this, since you're a millionaire now, spend some of this money and get your son in the right there. You see this child here who is with a real therapist who is really, really doing therapy, okay? Thank you.
Y'all get on my nerves.
Why? Oh, I'm trying. What do y'all think about that? Okay, Jaidyn Alexis, she has confirmed she is not pregnant. Let's go back.
Bro.
Let's just leave it at that. Thank you, and come again.
Why does everybody keep asking if you're pregnant?
So because I thank you. Okay. I'm not pregnant. Let's just clarify. I'm not pregnant. I don't know why weird crackhead people think that they need to go on the internet and talk about me when they need to figure out the definition of physical therapy and Fisher Price. Sorry. Let's just leave it at that. Thank you, and come again.
Why does everybody...
Okay, I didn't see it.
Not take a shot to prove you're not pregnant. You know some crazy motherfuckers still do that.
Right. I could name a few.
So someone said take a shot to prove that you're not pregnant, and then they posted pictures of Chrisean Rock pregnant and taking a shot. Yeah. Jaidyn Alexis had time today, obviously, but hey, I don't blame her because Chrisean, you didn't mention her first. You threw shade and subliminals and lies on her first. So, it's fair game, right? That's fair banter. I can't say shit about it. Maybe keep people's name out of your mouth if you don't want them to clap back, because there's a lot of things that Jaidyn can say and she says them, all right? Oh, God.
Y'all get on my nerves, bro. So, me and my son be at it day in, day out, doing what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We does this. We do this for real.
Okay.
Like, I love him. He's learning. He's cooperating. Y'all get on my nerves, bro. So, me and my son be at it day in, day out, doing what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We does this. We do this for real. Like,
so in retrospect, you're his therapist, Chrisean, versus you really taking him to therapy. So you're telling people he's in therapy, but you're his therapist. No, okay? He needs to be over here.
I love him. He's learning. He's cooperating.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. He needs to be on this and not a Fisher Price swing. I get it. No jokes here. I totally get it. Now that we know who the therapist is Chrisean. I didn't know Chrisean was a therapist now. So shout out to Chrisean for going to school for many, many years to be a therapist. I didn't know shit. Okay, because she does this. This is what she says, child. Me and my son does this. Okay, child. But thank you guys for joining this live, okay? Yeah. we're gonna get on out of here. Somebody said, I cannot. Me either. I can't either. I can't either. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you to my top flight mods. Because we does this over here. Okay, we does this shit. All right, boom, boom. All right, we does this. Thank you so much to Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, and Truth TV Podcast. All right, thank y'all for doing this. All right. Hi. I don't know. I can't. That's gonna be one of my new slogans. Now we does this, child. We does it. Me and my mods, we does this. Okay, on the daily. Shit. Thank you to my top flight mods, and thank you so much to all the content creators. Thank you so much to all my Karmelians. Y'all rock. All right, I love y'all down. Thank y'all. Please like up this video. Please hype up this video. All right, please go over to Rails World. Check them out over there, child, and because they does it over there too. All right, like and hype it over there as well. Love you guys down. I will see you guys on the next one. I'll try to get out of here, y'all. Damn. Oh, Jesus. Thank you so much. All right. We will see you guys later on the next video. Until then, all right, y'all keep doing it. All right, keep doing it because that's how we do.
When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.